But before that, here are some real-life case studies to show that it works. How we help Jenny, a mother of 13-year-old teenage son, to reduce her son's screen time from 8 hours to 3 hours a day in 1 month. This is Jenny. Before working with us, Jenny's sons grew up reading books and playing board games and puzzles and toy trades. But when the boy get an iPad and Nintendo Switch at the age of 12, he became addicted and was gaming and watching YouTube 8 hours a day. After working with us, gadget use was reduced from 8 hours to 3 hours in just over a month. Her son started to show back interest in his reading, board games and trains, and spend time indulging in these hobbies. Her son's academic performance has improved significantly after the reduction of screen time. In the past, Jenny has to nag and threaten to remove the gadgets. Her son would fight back, throw tantrums, or have meltdowns. After working with us, instead of reacting, Jenny responded better to help her son regulate screen time. Before working with us, her son refused to connect with Jenny. He even regarded her as an outdated mom. Some family conflict has damaged the good relationship that she had with him when he was younger. After working with us on working on her inner self and her relationship with herself, more importantly, working on her mindset about parenting, how to communicate and rebuild a different type of relationship with her teenage son, now her son has been open to reconnecting back with Jenny. In September 2022, she told us that her son invited her to play a video game with her. And that's only within 2 months ever since she started working with us. When she first met us and heard about our past case studies and experienced the work we do through the Reduced Screen Time webinar, she knew we were the best options for her breakthrough. But her biggest concern was her self-doubt that she can do this as her relationship with her son was so chaotic. It was always fighting and resentment. Still, she took the leap of faith. They say the rest is history. Just like Jenny, if you want to stop your child's screen internet addiction, if you want to build a deeper connections with your child, which lasts a lifetime, if you want your child to have healthier habits to do with his or her time, and able to achieve better in their life, read on. How Sarah kids used to sneak out at midnight to play computer games to overcome gaming addictions and reduce screen time of 2 hours a day without going through screaming and yelling. And this is Sarah and her children, age 8 and 5. And thanks to Sarah for showing her beautiful family pictures to us. Before working with us, Sarah's daughter sneaks at midnight to play computer games. Sarah became desperate when she found her daughter was searching for super inappropriate things online. Her children spent 12 hours gaming, surfing the internet and watching YouTube. After working with us, screen use was reduced to 2 hours on weekdays and maximum of 5 hours on Saturdays. And Sunday is a screen-free day. Her daughters know how to manage their time. She will complete all her basic responsibility first before her computer games. In the past, Sarah has to scream, yell, and take away the gadgets. The children will scream, yell, and try to fight back. After working with us, now Sarah and her daughters do not argue about the screen use anymore. Sarah even built deeper connections with her children. In the past, Sarah has to constantly shout and fight with her children. Her daughter prefers to spend more time with their devices, and the longer they spend on it, the more they wanted it. After working with us, she now has a better connection with her children. And Sarah's daughter even happily passed her devices to Sarah and wanted to spend more time with her family. So in the past, they wanted to spend more time with the gadgets, but now they ditch the gadgets and want to spend time with Sarah and the family. This is a really great transformation stories. Before working with us, Sarah thought that the screen time issue will go away as her children grow. But when she caught her daughter sticking to play her games at midnight and that she was searching for super inappropriate things online, she knew she needed to do something. In other words, Jessie has rocked our world in the best way with regards to screen time use. One of the best things I found working with Jessie is that I have a better connection with my daughter than before. I hope to keep her as long as my children use the gadgets. Just like Sarah, if you want to instill good screen time management habits, if you wish your children to ditch their gadgets to spend more time with you, if you want to have a better connection with your children and able to reduce their screen time without screaming, yelling, and threatening to take away the devices, read on. How Zach, a young father, was able to turn around from no iPad equals to tantrums and meltdowns to reducing his children's screen time to 2 hours on weekends without fights, meltdowns, and tantrums. And this is Zach, and her children's age are 5, 4, and 2. And thanks to Zach as well for showcase his success stories here. Before working with us, Zach and his wife were very careful before introducing the screen time. They found it incredibly hard, especially when their children are so interested in the iPad, smartphone, and YouTube. Their children spend around 6 hours a day on the iPad and smartphone. After working with us, in 2 months, Zach and his wife managed to reduce their children's screen time from 6 hours to 2 hours during the weekend, and weekdays are no screen time. Before working with us, whenever they refuse to pass the iPad or smartphone, their children will act violently, fight, throw tantrums, or even have meltdowns. After working with us, they can now take away the devices from their children without fights, tantrums, and meltdowns. Their children are calm and know it is time to pass the iPad or smartphone. In the past, Zach and his wife didn't set clear boundaries on screen use. They have no idea how to communicate these expectations to their children as their children are so young. Zach applied digital parenting methods non-flexible yet effective 3-step system. Instead of reacting, Zach and his wife responded better to help their children regulate screen time. As a result, their children now understand the boundaries and have agreement in their screen use. In the past, Zach and his wife wanted to be a better parents, and they tried to learn from YouTube and attended some parenting courses. They know all the theories, but could not implement them. After working with us, Zach and his wife found that the whole program is more than just reducing their child's screen time. It is a holistic parenting program to nurture their children as a whole people. Zach and his wife found that the program has step-by-step to make it actionable and relatable to them and put in their family context. This allows them to implement things they wanted to nurture happier, healthier, and more courageous children. Zach and his wife have been to different parenting programs before. They attended the webinar and applied one of the secrets that I shared, and it shows immediate results. And therefore, they joined the program. Zach and his wife realized that we are indeed the real deal. They learn things from us that is actionable and relatable to them, which allows them to see immediate results. Just like Zach, if you want to intervene before your children got addicted to the screen or internet, if you want to nurture a happier, healthier, and more courageous children, if you want to be able to implement good parenting practices fast and be damn good at parenting, read on. Point is, we have witnessed so many transformations from clients who have utilized the shape habits methods. Would you like be the next?